Hi everybody, good morning. This is Suzie from Suzie Crafted Designs, coming at you today with a Victorian era keepsake flash. Anyway, I'm totally excited about sharing these few things with you that I've been making along the way. I haven't made a video in a little bit, and thought that I would go ahead and share this with you all in one shot instead of making separate videos. So this is kind of like a mini little extravaganza share, if you would, but not necessarily, because I have some handmade flowers and a top hat and a paper shoe and a glove that I tried to make, and I want to share everything with you just to show you what I've done here. So I'm just going to really start off with my paper shoe. And in all honesty, I don't like it. I started making it, and it was really just a test drive. I wanted to see how the shoe would look all in cream without using designer paper. And I really, it's not what I planned, how I thought it was going to look. I mean, it's cute, but it's not what I thought it was going to look. I totally like it so much better with patterned paper. So what I had done was I followed a tutorial that is on the internet on how to make this. You can get the template for the shoe from Terri Heinz blog, and it will be listed in the drop down box below in case somebody is interested in making one for themselves, because this is not my original template or idea. However, the design is something that I've been making with the ruffle down here. I've done several shoes like that in the past, and I have some pretty pearls and bling and just some lace all around, a couple of flowers, and the little heel at the bottom. And as you can see, it's really plain, and the little flat back pearl in the front just to even it out standing up. So that was kind of cute, and I thought I'd share that with you today. I've got some Chinese braid going around just to cover the seams of everything, and it's very cute. And secondly, just want to go on over here. I tried to make a glove, okay, and I'm sharing this with you because I don't really care for this too much neither, but it's really not too bad. I made the mistake of not using the fabric that I wanted to use on top of the glove, just by using the base first. And I won't even try to glue it, because all you'll see is fraying, and it's not what I thought it was going to be. I sketched out my hand on a piece of muslin, and I cut it out, and you know, the glove is very narrow where the wrist is, where you would put it on your hand. It doesn't fit. So that was supposed to be a part of this with the shoe, the hat, and the glove, and I just thought I'd share anyway. It's nice to see the bloopers, and it's nice to see the mistakes, not only the really nice things. So I wanted to show that. And this is a top hat that I made. I had made the top hat a while back, and the base of it actually, and I never really decorated it. So I wanted to go ahead and have this like an ensemble with the cream and the burgundy color. So I have the top hat with really pretty vintage lace going around it. The base is cardboard. There's some Chinese braid going around. There's no opening underneath, so this can't be worn unless I put a clip underneath the hat here, and then it can be worn. Actually, I know someone who has recently asked me to make one this small, which is 3.5 by 3.5, for their dog. So that ought to be fun to see. And I just have a couple of flowers there, some netting in the back, and some lace, and a feather, and a handmade stick pin. And that's the hat. It was fun to make. It was actually more fun to decorate than to actually putting it all together. The embellishing part is the fun part. And getting to embellishing and fun, I had a really good time yesterday making this. I know it sounds crazy when you say have a good time. How could somebody have a good time? People tell me, you have fun doing this? I say, yeah. I really enjoy myself when I get carried away, when I start getting creative. And I had someone ask me on Facebook and I can't recall who it was exactly, but they wanted to know, where do I get my inspiration from? Where do I get my ideas from? How do I come up with these things? Well, to tell you the honest truth, I have no idea myself. I've been like this since I was a little kid, and I've been through art my entire life, crafting and designing, art and design in school, cartooning, sketching, you name it, I've been there. The only thing I did not do was take sewing class. But getting back to inspirations, I really enjoy the Victorian era, and I just like making things up as I go along. I like to be a little bit different than a lot of other crafters, and that's enjoyable to me. I don't purposely do it. It's just kind of like my own style. And I have a really beautiful project coming up separately. So it's a DT project. I hope you can come back and take a look at that. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you what I have here. This is a balsa box. And I use this really pretty fabric. It's a velvety velour stretch fabric that's on the base. And it's in a very pale cream color. It's really a nice quality. Sometime with the stretch fabric, it's kind of hard to sew with it because the corners roll. So this fabric is pretty for flower making, and I would say stretching over something, or you have to stretch it as you're going along. That's how I feel about the stretch fabric. So I put that on the box, and I use some Chinese braid for trim all around the top portion. And the gold beading that you see here that's draped over, I wanted this to look like a royalty box, like something really pretty, like someone who was very wealthy, like Marie Antoinette, of course, that you know, they would like throw their jewels on top of something. So that was the feeling that I wanted to have for this box, was like throwing your jewels on top of the box. And along with that, of course, I had to make some flowers. So I'm just going to try to raise my camera up here a little bit on my tripod. I don't want to make anybody dizzy. Okay. And I want to go ahead and be able to get the top. Whoops. Okay. You see it's raising now. I'm using that little wheel thingy that you can turn to raise it up. Okay. And so, as you could see over here, I made some really pretty rolled roses. They really came out nice. I wanted to make some other roses where you would singe the edges, but this particular fabric caught on fire in it the second it came near the fabric. So this was not the fabric that I thought it was going to be for that type of flower. So it's actually the same fabric that's used in the backdrop for this photo shoot. And I made 2 of those. They're really a nice size. They're probably about a good 2 inches wide, a little over that. And then I have some really pretty mulberry paper flowers, and the Arctic cake charm, which I love. My husband bought me that because he knows that I love crowns. And the other side actually says love on it. I can't flip it over because I have a straight pin there with some beads on it that I made to hold on to the jump ring, so the flower can be stuck, so the charm can be stuck through the pin right into a flower so it could stay on the box. And then this is a really pretty vintage button that I had gotten when we did that really big haul with all the buttons. So my husband bought me the rest of the lot of buttons. That's a separate video that I made from the store that was closing down. And then these really pretty gold beads here. Believe it or not, this is Christmas garland. I got it on sale at Sears. I think it was something like, I don't know, 5 feet for like $10.99, and by the time I got the sale and all, I think it cost me like $1.50. So that was a lot of beading, and I bought it for this purpose, for crafting, and not for the tree. And this is some beautiful pearl strand from my friend Esmeralda. We have recently done a swap through my group all about Marie. And thank you, Esmeralda. So these are some of the pearls that she sent me. And then I just have some really pretty vintage lace there on the end. And as usual, my dogs always have to bark when I'm recording. So I just have that fanning out there, kind of pretty. I've done that in some of my boxes previously. I don't know, I just like the way it looks. I don't like the top of the box to look flat. So the way that I arrange that and I put the flowers over it kind of gives it a little bit of height. So I'm just going to move this a little bit and just get a little back further here because I want to just show you the inside of the box. Okay. Now, you'll see that for those of you that may have used the balsa or any other kind of box that might be like wood or paper mache, if it has a removable cover and you put some kind of fabric that has depth to it, you can't put the cover back on. So that's what happened with me over here. So I had to start the material from here and kind of measure and leave enough space so that excuse me, so that this would fit, the cover would fit back on. So as you can see here, I've decided to put some fabric on the inside of the box. Let me see if it'll stay like that so I can show you. And the fabric that's on the inside of the box matches the roses that are on top of the box, just for some contrast, because I really think it's beautiful and it looks like royalty to me with the burgundy and the cream. It's just such a nice contrast together, and I thought that it looked really very shabby chic and Victorian. So on the other side of the box I just have some felt because I was going to leave it as felt, and then I decided to put flat back pearls there just to stand it up a little bit off of the table. And loving the way that looks. I have some very, very thin lace that's up on top there, going all the way around just to try and cover the seam. And I love the inside of the box being lined with fabric, and it's not like glued down where it's really tight. It's kind of loose and ruffly, so it looks really pretty. And I had a nice time making this box. I thought it was a lot of fun to do. The box was probably something like $2. I'm sorry, and $2 in Michael's craft store, and that was really it. I just had a nice time making it. Sometimes I get speechless with these videos. It was a lot of fun. So I really hope that you liked seeing what I've created here. I have a very special project coming. To me it's special because it took me quite a while to make, and it's something different, something that I haven't made in a really long time that looks like that. So if you can subscribe and share this video so others who are not subscribed to me know about it, that they can come back and check out my crafts and see what I've created here. So again, the shoe that I made, you'll see still life photos on my blog, suziecrafter10.blogspot.com. I also have a public Facebook page, which is my fan page, and I just recently reached 1,000, so thank you so very much. That is www.facebook.com/suziecrafterdesigns. All of those links will be in the drop down box below there, and you can go ahead and look that up if you'd like to, and comment and see pictures and other posts that are on there. And that's basically it, friends. So I hope that everybody is doing well and feeling fine, and everything is going well so far in the new year for you in 2015. And I'm looking forward to sharing more projects with you, so I hope that you can subscribe and come on back. And if you have any questions or something that you'd like to see me do or make, please let me know what it is, and I'll try my best to go ahead and do that for you. I need to be completely honest. I'm not really favorable with tutorials, because some of these things, like this box, took me, believe it or not, several hours to make because I'm very picky, and I don't know, I have to start to get used to doing the tutorials, but anybody who has a request, please let me know. Thanks so much for tuning in today, and have a good one. Bye!